back another week. I'm Gaston Rossato. This is season 7, episode 9.
And I'm Rossato, and today we have some brand new inventory at the barn. This beautiful Backdraft Cobra.
That's right. I love this spec, Renzo. Two particular elements coming together that we're going to talk about in this episode that I think make this car extremely special.
If you guys are new to the channel, after this video, make sure to check out our entire channel. We have over hundreds of videos reviewing some of the baddest cars, inside look into the business, and much, much more. So please hit that subscribe button for us. Gaston, let's get this car on the road.
Let's get this started. All right, Renzo. Always such a thrill being behind the wheel of a Cobra. These cars take a little practice to drive. You know, we've driven a lot of them before in the past, but you always got to re-accustom yourself, especially the pedals. The clutch is so offset over to the left that you really got to keep that left foot all the way over there at all times, because you could mistaken the clutch for the brake otherwise. Lots and lots of power, there's no doubt.
Oh yeah.
The power to weight ratio is a little wacky, and the car's so light. And we're doing 480 horsepower on this 427. You know,
Those are big numbers for a little car. So we're back from that drive, and I think this drive is a good testament to the build quality of this car, right? It's not the time of year to be taking this car out. It's not the time of day or weekday to be taking this car out. We're Friday afternoon in the middle of July in South Florida. It is extremely hot.
Stuck in traffic, and that temperature gauge just stayed right there. It gave me a sense of peace that we could enjoy this car in that fashion. And we're looking at a Backdraft Racing build, okay?
Right.
Top shelf build for this recreation, of course, of the Shelby Cobras. I really like how this car has the proper engine for this, what it's supposed to be, right? The 427, the famous 427. 480 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque.
480, I think, foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, 480, 480.
That's crazy.
The car is absolutely bonkers when it comes to power.
And I know you mentioned it right before we went out, you get a little scared driving this car. So light, so much power. There isn't technology involved in helping you and assisting you, and the braking, things like that. But let me tell you, the braking on this car, what we just did right now, is very impressive.
No, the braking is strong, but you have to be an attentive driver.
Oh, 100%.
You have to be in tune with the machine. Let's start, guys, highlighting some of the features on this car that I think are absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Beginning with the Alcantara interior. Diamond stitched, red stitching, red piping, Backdraft Racing insignia right on the buckets, you know, these vintage style racing buckets. And awesome touch is the carbon fiber dash, right?
No, it's really beautiful. The hearse shifter, very nice touch as well. Finished off in that glossy black, which you find in the trimmings, in the handles, and the roll bar here. You find that again. The gas cap.
Yeah, and that's all powder coated, just like the wheels. These 18-inch knockoff wheels. I love how they're really knockoffs, because sometimes they look knockoff. You take off the cap and you got your lugs in the back.
Right.
These are real knockoffs. So again, a little bit of detail shows you the high quality build. It's all in the details.
Of course. And let's move on to the exterior. And let's touch base on what you mentioned in the beginning, because you said there's two worlds coming together here. And you put it very nicely, because it's very true. This is a classic. This is titled a 1965. It's a classic car.
I'm very old school.
Yeah.
And I think classic cars should be classic cars. I've always been against classic cars adding new car, modern car elements.
Right.
And you know, the way they pulled it off on this one, I gotta say, it's a keeper. I would put this car in my garage, and it starts all the way up front here, right, with these updated headlights. They're LED. Another fantastic feature on the Cobra, which is not original to the Cobra, right? Is this bottom spoiler.
Exactly.
It just makes the car look low, makes the car look mean.
There's a custom spoiler made for this car, particularly, and a really, really nice touch.
And the most obvious modern touch here, right, is the paint.
Exactly. This two-tone gray.
Two-tone gray. It's a modern colored gray. You see this in a lot of new cars today.
Yes, it's true.
It's a beautiful color, but somehow this beautiful balance of classic and modern have come together on this car. And the interior is way, way modern, right? So.
And the two-tone, but then it's outlined with this, what they say, Ferrari red pinstripe, okay? Which ties in, again, with the interior, the stitching, the seat belts.
It's very tasteful.
It's super tasteful.
It's very mean and aggressive at the same time.
Exactly.
It's very classic and it's very modern at the same time. It's a highlight of both worlds in such a beautiful way. So I gotta say, it's been my favorite Cobra that we've had here at the barn. This car, guys, is listed for sale, so please link down below. And
it's just crazy because the more you look at it, the more you start to appreciate the details and the time they put into this. The diamond stitching goes all the way down to the bottom there. Yeah. The door cards have the diamond stitching, leather strap to open up the door with the red stitching on the strap as well.
Yeah.
Just they didn't kind of skip over. Sometimes these kit cars, they come and they're kind of slapped together.
Yeah, exactly. You can see where the budget started and where it ended.
Exactly.
This one obviously was all the way through. Another thing I want to mention before we end this video, folks, is what is this engine magnitude, right? As far as transmission is concerned.
Right.
And it has a 5-speed Tremec, which I love. 5-speed is not a 4-speed. It gives you that extra gear that, you actually, frankly, you need it with so much power. You're on the highway cruising, just pop it in that 5th gear.
And modern day driving is totally necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that wraps up this video. I know it won't be around for long, unfortunately, because I would say let's wait till that temperature drops outside. Early morning, just go for a drive in this thing. Must be.
Maybe we'll just keep it. Who knows? Before you leave us, hit that subscribe button. It's very important that you continue to support us in this channel. We love doing it and we want to continue doing it. So, till next week, I'm Gaston Rossato.
And I'm Rossato. Peace out.